Ladies and gentlemen, behold Mega FLygon, is what I wish I could say, but unfortunately after 2 whole years of waiting since X and Y came out with the first batch of Mega Evolutions, we still have yet to get a Mega Evolution announcement for the fan favorite Pokemon FLygon. I mean, I've always been more of a Salamence guy to be honest, but that doesn't mean I don't absolutely love FLygon to death, and I have to admit that of all the Pokemon out there, it definitely does deserve a Mega Evolution. So why hasn't FLygon gotten a Mega Evolution yet? Well, the answer is probably gonna shock you guys. According to an interview with Ken Sugimori, who's the art director for the Pokemon franchise, the only thing holding them back from releasing a FLygon Mega Evolution is a simple case of artist block. Sugimori said, and I quote, "FLygon has had the potential to have a Mega Evolution since X and Y, but we were unable to complete a design for it, so it was dropped from consideration." Whoa, hold on a second. Putting aside how surprising something like this is, let's go ahead and think about what Sugimori said here for a quick moment. When you release a Mega Evolution for a Pokemon, what do you think comes first? The design for the Mega Evolution, or the choice to turn that Pokemon into a Mega Evolution? Well, the obvious answer is that Game Freak first decides which Pokemon they want to give Mega Evolutions, and only then creates their designs for them, because creating a design for a Pokemon takes a long time, so the logical thing to do will be to decide which Pokemon will receive Mega Evolutions, and only after that start creating the designs for them. Now, obviously some Pokemon are going to be scrapped due to inadequate design and potentially other reasons, which is exactly what happened to FLygon, but nonetheless, if Sugimori was in the process of creating a design for FLygon's Mega Evolution, it means that Game Freak was fully prepared to include Mega FLygon in either X, Y, or ORAS at the time he was designing it. Which pretty much means that if Game Freak could come up with a good design for Mega FLygon, it would be released. The thing is, I have a really hard time believing that Sugimori scrapped Mega FLygon just because of artist block. And the reason I say this is look at Mega Kangaskhan for instance. It literally hasn't changed at all from the normal form of Kangaskhan, except now its child is out of its pouch. The reason I point this out isn't because I'm trying to hate on Mega Kangaskhan or anything like that, but rather I'm trying to emphasize how simple its design is. It really doesn't look like Game Freak put an incredible amount of resources into Mega Kangaskhan's artwork. Moreover, Mega Kangaskhan isn't the only Mega Evolution that makes me feel this way. To name a few others, and again, this is not me at all hating on the designs of these Pokemon, as I actually do sort of like them, but nonetheless, I feel like Mega Ampharos and Venusaur don't change an incredible amount from their base forms either. Which makes me think that Game Freak is okay with releasing simple Mega Evolution designs if necessary. And this brings me to my next point here. Why was Game Freak okay with giving Mega Kangaskhan, Ampharos, and Venusaur pretty simple designs, but not okay with doing the exact same thing for FLygon? Because it really wouldn't have been too hard to just throw a few spikes on its back and call it a day. The only answer that makes sense to me is that Game Freak had another reason why they didn't include Mega FLygon in X, Y, or ORAS, and if you ask me, this reason is that they're saving it for Pokemon Z or whatever they end up calling the follow-up game to X and Y. Game Freak needs some Mega Evolutions to release with Pokemon Z, which means they're probably held off on a few Mega candidates such as FLygon, so they would still have some to release for Pokemon Z. Game Freak has had nearly 3 years now to complete a design for Mega FLygon, and there's no doubt in my mind that if they really wanted to, they could come up with an awesome design for it in time for Pokemon Z. Also, although it's a minor point, FLygon's colors fit in perfectly with the green color scheme for Pokemon Z, which only increases the likelihood that Mega FLygon will pan out. And that, in a nutshell, is why I think FLygon will be getting a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Z. Well, alright folks, that is pretty much going to do it for this video. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Pokemon videos in the future. The comment question of the day is, do you guys think FLygon will be getting a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Z like I do? Be sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video.